August 1st, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. Today's topic is Biden, Xi, and Pelosi's visiting Taiwan. U.S. President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi had a talk on the phone for 2 hours and 17 minutes on July 28th. Taiwan issue is a significant portion of the talk. Here are some points. A, according to the Chinese Foreign Ministry readout, Xi Jinping made it clear that China opposes Taiwan's independence. He said those who play with fire will perish by it. B, according to the White House readout, U.S. President Joe Biden told Xi Jinping that the U.S. policy on Taiwan had not changed and strongly opposes any unilateral efforts to change the status quo across the Taiwan Strait. C, it is worth mentioning that both China and the U.S. have different interpretation of the phone call. First, the Chinese readout said Biden reiterates that the U.S. does not support Taiwan independence. However, we cannot find it in the White House readout. Second, the Chinese readout did not mention the U.S. strongly opposes the unilateral changes of the status quo. Here are my comments on the Biden-Xi talk. I think one of the reasons for this talk is that China wants the U.S. to reassure the One China policy before Nancy Pelosi's visiting to Taiwan. It is said that Nancy Pelosi might visit Taiwan tomorrow, stay overnight, and meet with President Tsai on August 3rd. Here are the top stories. Today, we have less than 20,000 domestic cases. First, I want to talk about Pelosi expects to visit Taiwan, ignores Chinese warnings. According to exclusive information, Pelosi might visit Taiwan in the late evening on August 2nd and meet with President Tsai on August 3rd. It is said that Pelosi's delegation has booked hotels in Taipei and they will meet with various Taiwanese officials and focus on human rights issue. Pelosi met with Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong at 4 p.m. today as her visit to Asia continues to the trip to Taiwan. At the same time, Chinese anger grows over Taiwan visit after Pelosi departs. The Chinese military revealed their latest weaponry and equipment on August 1st, Army Day, which plays an important role if a conflict breaks out in the Taiwan Strait. Chinese foreign spokesperson Zhao Lijian said that Chinese military would not sit idly by if Pelosi visits Taiwan, and this will lead to a serious political impact. The Chinese military recently conducted 5 live-fire military drills in the South China Sea, Taiwan Strait, and the East China Sea. However, Taiwan will also conduct several military exercises starting from August 5th in Penghu, Kinmen, and Mazu. Moreover, Japanese envoy presses efforts to help Taiwan join CPTPP. Head of the Japan-Taiwan Exchange Association, Hiroshi Izumi, said that, I believe when Abe first came up with the idea of CPTPP, he wanted Taiwan to be part of it. To Taiwan, gaining access to the CPTPP is not only about joining the international trade bloc, but also important to maintain current status. Also, CHIPS Act has no threats to Taiwan's local chip prowess. The CHIPS and Science Act was passed by the U.S. Congress on July 30th. It authorizes the government to provide $52 billion to increase domestic microchip productions. And Taiwan Ministry of Economic Affairs say that Taiwan will continue to be a major exporter of chips, despite soon-to-be increased U.S.-based manufacturing. In the end, I want to share with you that Taiwan hands down Mexico's first loss in U12 Baseball World Cup. We know that Taiwan got its groove back by beating the previously unbeaten Mexico team, and now tied with Mexico for second place in the standings in Group A. Well, that will be the view for today. This is Catherine from Taipei. Today is Monday. Well, I hope you all have a nice Monday. And I'll see you again.